So I started taking yoga classes about 10 years ago, just as a way to do low impact exercise. I didn't think of it anything, beyond I'm going to go to a studio, I'm going to try something new, we'll see how I like this. And I took a lot of, like 101 and beginner type classes to get familiar with sort of like yoga etiquette and basic poses and things like that. And I really liked it, but it was really just sort of a way for me to exercise. That's really all it was. And then as I continued and I lived, in different places and tried different studios and different types of yoga practice, I really got attached and hooked to it because I really liked having that time to just not be near, your mobile device, not be near, turn off your brain after a long work day. So that was sort of the extent of it for a while. And then maybe about 4 years ago, I developed more persistent pain in my hips and lower back and shoulders. And I saw, a number of different physical therapists, and it was kind of like a roller coaster where I would go to PT and I would start to feel a little bit better. I would continue to do the exercises at home, admittedly not as often as I should, but I was still integrating them into what, my daily routine or whatever. And it just, the chronic pain I couldn't get my arms around it. And then also during the pandemic, studios were closed, and taking a large virtual yoga class, I found difficult, even though I knew the instructor and I knew sort of what to expect from the class when there's, so many people and the sound isn't great and you just feel a little bit disconnected. So I didn't really find a good medium. And I was lamenting all of this to my mom. And she actually then told me she'd been taking these chair yoga classes. She'd done them in person, and then she had moved to this virtual platform, and she was saying how much they've really helped her and how she thought the instructor was really knowledgeable about poses and the muscles, and she felt that it could, really help me. So my mom then did a little email introduction with me and Nadine, and we set up this little informal get to know you session. And I talked to her about my health concerns and sort of my goals and the needs with my work day. And through it all, what impressed me the most and what made me think, okay, I think that I want to invest in this and do this, was I thought she was a really good listener. There's a lot of people that you'll talk to and people are hearing you. But I think that being a good listener and taking, what I was saying to heart and thinking very thoughtfully about putting together a program personalized to me that could help address these concerns. I just felt like, that was important to her in doing that for me. So I walked out of that little get to know you thing feeling really good about it. And we had 3 personalized 1-hour sessions, and each of them was different and gave me little ways I could mix and match from each of them. It wasn't like session 1 was discrete plan, session 2 was discrete, session 3, it could be fluid. There were different ways to make this work for me. And that was about 5 weeks ago. And, everything's still working. I'm still able to come up with new routines for my needs at the time. And I'm feeling a lot better. So I'm just, thankful for this platform and her teaching style and her willingness to listen to me talk about all kinds of random things while we're practicing yoga too. So it's all been wonderful, and I thank her.